horrible. The future looks bleak. Remember our childhood to get us through the week. We're getting re-enthused. Back to the past and the things we used. We all know that our pasts were great, escaping the things that today we hate. Getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused, getting re-enthused.
Hello, and today on Re-enthused we are looking at Blue Lightning on the Jaguar CD. Now, this is kind of a remake, if you will, of the Atari Lynx game. Although it's much more, I don't know, it's kind of like a homage to Top Gun almost in a lot of its presentation. But it's, I mean, if you don't know Blue Lightning, it's basically Atari's answer to Sega's Afterburner games. It's very similar. This version was made in 1995. It says by Epic, but it was actually developed by a company called Attention to Detail. And this was one of the potential pack-in games for the Jaguar CD. And it actually loaded up first time, which, if you don't know the Jaguar CD, is a fairly amazing thing. I turned it on and it just worked. That's it's rare that happens. But anyway, as you can see, it kind of looks alright. It's not bad, especially for Jaguar games. They weren't particularly great. So okay, so we can, I guess we can make our own pilot, and we can just play. That's good. Now, if you haven't seen the Jaguar's controller is a huge beast with basically a number pad at the bottom, and most games came with an overlay you could put over there, and this one has that overlay. I'll probably include a picture, but it's fairly simple, just a few controls and some view controls as well. So let's just play. Let's just go for it. I have played this before, but not a lot, which is my usual excuse for the fact I'm probably not going to do well. Right, well, let's just go to Europe. Why not? Yeah, making heavy use of the CD media. It's it doesn't take too long to load, which is pretty good. The Jag CD is not, again, as I kind of mentioned slightly earlier, is not a great piece of kit. The CD-ROM drive is not really particularly high quality, but this isn't too bad. But then it's not like an incredibly deep game as such. But again, it's by far not a terrible game. It's probably one of the best actually on the Jaguar. Right, so okay, so we get a choice of planes. Well, at least we should do. I can't choose anything. Maybe I haven't unlocked them. I'm guessing I just need to unlock them, but I only get one. Oh, apparently this is my last plane. I need to be careful out there. That's worrying. So yeah, that's pretty good. You see, that's quite impressive. A quite impressive intro for its time for the Jaguar. Yeah, I mean, it looks quite nice. It's very reminiscent of the very reminiscent of Afterburner 2. Yeah, so the B button just fires. B button fires the cannon, and the C button lets you fire at any planes you've locked on. Very, very much like Afterburner. You're going down. the occasional bit of Top Gun-esque dialogue. Oh, she got hit by a missile. Yeah, the one thing I'll say, I guess I'm trying to take this plane down, am I? Or am I trying to defend this plane? Because what this, I thought that plane was actually refueling me earlier, or is that a different plane? My bullets aren't locking on, so I'm assuming I'm not supposed to be taking that out. I guess I'm supposed to be defending it. This is really tiring. The Jag controller is not a great controller. It's very uncomfortable. And because I've basically got to be moving this all the time to get these things, and also fire basically all the time, I'm getting a real strain in my wrist. Right, yeah, that's that. We'll give it another try. Oh. Well, I mean, I am such a pilot that I warrant a flyover and a half mast. I mean, that's something. Okay, we'll give it one more try, just to try it out. Okay, so again, we'll just dive in. Actually, we'll create a pilot. We'll see what happens if there's anything different for creating a pilot. Or I get to select my photo, which, okay, I mean, it's just men wearing pilots' outfits, so yeah. Well, I'm going to go for easy just to see. Yeah, but the controller, when I was the Jag's only got a digital controller. When I was moving around on the keypad there to put in my name, it was just kind of jumping every now and again 2 squares rather than 1, so it made it a little bit more challenging. Right, can we just skip this? I think we can skip it. Well, that's instantly a good mark because you can skip them. And again, one of the things I do like about some consoles, especially Western ones, because of just some of the differences in style, is the controller cable is very long. Alright, so we're doing training now, so we are destroying tanks. So destroy as many tanks and targets as possible. Anti-aircraft tanks are your greatest threat. That sounds fair. That sounds a reasonable thing. And you can skip all the cutscenes, which is that's always a plus point in my book. Yeah, it's the control isn't great because it does dive around, so you can't really move with any decent accuracy. Ooh. And I do like the fact you can go up and over the rocks, which is like, it looks alright. This looks okay. This is not a bad game at all. I can't find any more tanks though. Whoa, my word. Oh, there we are. I'm assuming the ones that are side on are the anti-aircraft ones in. Oops. Or have I just not seen... I'm assuming the side on ones are the anti-aircraft ones. Can I go over this? Yeah, you see, I like that. I like that quite a lot. Ooh, I'm assuming I completed the training. That's good. These bits are quite nice. Obviously, they're canned 3D movies, but they look quite clean. They're quite crisp. It's quite nice. %. Okay. Don't be afraid to fight. Oh dear, that didn't sound like it was a particularly good mark. Okay, so air attack. Use guns and missiles to destroy enemy planes. Use afterburners to keep them in range. Watch for heat-seeking missiles. That is the one thing I haven't tried any of the buttons on the keypad, and there's like afterburner, cruise, and air brake as well as the views. So that's where our afterburner is. So we'll try that. I'm also going to just see what the views are like.
Use air brake and afterburners to get behind the enemy.
Well, you say that, but I just kind of waited for them to get behind me. I'm pushing the afterburner button and it is doing nothing. Oh, you've got to hold it, right. What about these views? Right, the cockpit views are doing nothing.
Watch for heat-seeking missiles.
Okay, I guess I didn't do well there. I'm assuming it's going to tell me not to be afraid to fight again. Ooh. Oh no, this time I'm a total failure. Well, fair enough. Okay, we'll do one more. So this is ground attack. Destroy enemy fuel sites. Don't let the surrounding tanks stop you. Okay. Disappointing that the cockpit views didn't work. I mean, it's got on here, so I'm assuming it's, they must work somehow, but maybe only if you're playing the proper game. Oh no, the views do. Ah, there we go. Right, you've got to hold the buttons down. That's odd. Oh, blimey. Yeah, you've genuinely got to dodge the buildings. I actually wasn't expecting that. Oh, I think I thought it was the trucks I was supposed to be blowing up. I think I meant to be blowing up the silos. I really did not read those instructions well enough. I mean, this is quite a populated world. There's quite a lot of pop-in, obviously, but oh, I did not think that building was that close. Okay, I think that's that. It's not a terrible game. There's not a huge amount to do. The controller is really the worst part of it. It just jumps around when you're trying to steer, so you can't really be accurate. You've got to hope for the best. But in terms of Afterburner clones, it's not bad. I think Afterburner is probably better, but it's not a bad game. It's probably, like I say, one of the best on the Jaguar anyway. So certainly worth playing if you've got a Jag CD. It's worth picking up. Okay, so that's that. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please hit like. If you really liked it, please hit subscribe. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment letting us know why. Thanks very much. Bye.
Destroy the enemy supplies.